boys and girls, welcome back to another EP of the B&B Show, Burton Burger, episode 197. We're your host, Burton Burger. I'm Burger. The other guy is Bert.
Yo.
Here comes another episode for you. So we're at 197. That means in 3 weeks you're going to have a brand new highlight clip on top of the one that Bert is literally 9 months late on.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting fact, guys. Bert and I have been editing the highlight clip. Well, Bert has been. I've been there for moral support. On Twitch. You can follow us on twitch.tv/BurtonBurger, I believe. Burton And you can watch us edit and play some video games there. We've been doing this for many weeks now. I want to say months now at this point. And we were up to 11 minutes completed. And Bert said, yeah, just about 11 minutes done besides a couple of clips. That was his exact words. And then last week I said, what are you at now? While we're streaming on Twitch. He goes, 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, 5 minutes? You said 11 minutes. You're like, no, that was for pictures or something like that, or subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that we were completely done up to 11 minutes besides a couple of clips.
Yeah.
So tell me where you lost me, as Doug says.
I was going to do just subtitles for the ones that didn't have pictures, but then the Premiere accidentally, quote-unquote accidentally, just put subtitles on everything, so I'm like, fuck. And it actually kind of looked kind of good, so I'm like, shit, I guess we should just do the whole fucking thing. So, we could not, though. I mean, that's an option, but...
I'm just curious, as the fellow audience is asking themselves right now, I'm sure, is where did that 6 minutes go that was completely done? Did all those pictures and everything?
Done, but...
Well, no, you said it wasn't completely done. You said just, plus or minus
the
a couple
clips
of clips
and everything, yeah.
There was just a couple of clips that we were missing.
Yeah.
So, in my mind, when you say, yeah, we're all the way done up to 11 minutes besides a couple of clips, I'm thinking couple means 2, but maybe in the household you grew up in, a couple meant 19.
Yeah, a couple doesn't really mean that.
Whatever a couple is in your mind, it is drastically different than what
it's
the
probably
entire
like 20
planet
or 30%.
thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you what you meant to say is only a couple are done, and we were just randomly at 11 minutes for some reason.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you said we were done up to 11 minutes, my Bert, and then 6 of it went away. Now we're back to 5, and now you're like 5 is completely done. I'm like, well, you told me
5 is completely
11.
done.
Yeah, it was 11. So, besides a couple of clips, you did tell me a couple of clips weren't done.
Yeah, I guess a couple
minutes.
was a lot more.
A couple is about 15 clips, Bert.
Oh well, the 15, the 11 minutes. The clips are done. I'm going through and doing subtitles now.
Yeah, like, I just, you're maybe we shouldn't edit on Twitch no more because clearly these aren't helping. Like, I feel like you're getting about 15 seconds of stuff done while you're running around doing your laundry and talking to chat and eating food and things like that.
No. Yeah, it's definitely not as productive, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm literally forcing you to do 2 hours a week minimum on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think you're doing like an hour's worth of work on this fucking thing anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure we've talked about it more just now in this episode than you have spent working on it in the past couple of weeks.
No, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but...
I see you stay at one clip for a very long time without doing a whole lot.
Oh, also, I can't really do anything when you're talking in the background, so when you're there, extrally, nothing gets done, but...
Oh, so now it's going to be my fault, ladies and gents, that this thing is 6 months late because I'm there trying to be present and offer suggestions, but now it's me there slowing Bird down. Yeah, I am. How many times have I fucking sat there and told you to delete that or trim that down or to say just this or to add that
Not in the
picture
last few weeks. You haven't even had...
Because you haven't done anything in the past few weeks. Fuck. I don't like just to sit and watch you stare at a fucking blank screen and talk to the fucking chat about fucking strawberries or whatever the fuck you're eating. I could give a shit less about the goddamn stupid blackberries that you're eating. How about you fucking work on the thing that you said you promised would be done early?
Yeah.
So, to those that are wondering where the highlight clip is, it's coming.
There it is, yeah.
Let me tell you more work that Bert put into this. We can go to our recording notes, and Bert has not 1, not 2, not 3, but yeah, you guessed it, literally 0 fucking recording notes in this entire thing. Now, I don't need recording notes to talk to you guys. I really don't. There's a lot of times where I don't bring anything, and I do fine on here. I'm a free roller. That's what I do. Impromptu stuff. That's the Burger way. Bert, on the other hand, if he doesn't have a fucking news teleprompter in front of him, he doesn't know what the fuck to talk about. So, not only...
I've been pretty good recently. Not today's going to be really bad. But
yeah, I mean,
in the
kind
past,
of.
Okay, but
You've done a couple of them.
Off the cuff, I had nothing. I didn't have anything written down yet.
So I have a bunch of recording notes in here today. Bert has literally nothing. Bert also hasn't been working on the highlight clip either. So
not the big one, no.
But I will say I lied to you all too and said I was going to start streaming on TikTok. I completely fucking forgot about that.
Darn.
That one's on me. My bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it eventually. Not
Soon
this week
enough.
because I'm going to go see Birdie. But sure enough, we will do it. I literally completely forgot about it. It was me not being prepared, not being organized, and playing video games with my friends.
Yeah, I would forget it too if I was in your shoe.
Yeah, so that's my bad. I know I'm breaking everybody's heart out there, but be honest, we ain't really doing it for you fellers. I mean, if you're here, you're queer. You're already here. Like, that's it.
You bought it already.
Yeah, you're already here. So yeah, we'll get. I will work on my stuff. Bert won't. Now he likes to blame other people for why things aren't getting done. So it's kind of impressive, but
yeah,
don't worry. We'll really grill into him at some point
soon enough.
So I'm going to see Bert in person, so I'm just going to sit behind him and just watch over him while he edits us talking
That'll
about
be fun.
Sucking wieners.
It's going to be perfect, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking great.
Cool. Yeah, we're not going to any of your fun attractions until the highlight clip's done.
Working the whole time, yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
No Topgolf. I already reserved it. Don't care.
Darn, that's too bad.
You should have. You know what? I reserved this fucking highlight clip to be done 2 months ago. That's me rounding down, too, by the way.
Shit. Yeah.
Okay. Man, anyways, let's talk about some actual things that have gotten done. Flag football is now in the Olympics. This is going to be huge.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Tater and I got into a nice argument, and because I'm like, oh, all of these NFL players are going to go play it. And he's like, nah, they're not going to. They're not gonna. NFL's not going to let. You really think they're going to have Patrick Mahomes go out there and risk blowing his shoulder out during flag football? And I was like, the NBA lets their players go play in the Olympics. He's like, well, that's different. That's basketball. You're right. I would say basketball's probably more intense than flag football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Than flag? Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. Definitely.
Yeah, I would. So, yeah, you're right. There is a difference. And to prove this cocksucker wrong more,
once and for all,
there's been more posts all over the internet, as I'm sure you've seen. That not only does the NFL support players playing in the flag football thing for Olympics, but they are encouraging it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the NFL is literally encouraging players to play in the Olympics. So, with that being said, there has been a ton of memes of this news of NFL players playing in the Olympics, and I would like to read some of these memes out to you. All it is NFL players playing, so you don't really need to see the pictures or the videos. So here you go.
All right.
The U.S. flag football team with the first quarter coming to a close against Papua New Guinea.
Uh-huh.
Tyreek Hill, when a Bulgarian car salesman tries to press him in coverage.
Okay.
Trent Williams getting snaps at wideout after the USA goes up 81-0 on Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry at the goal line against the Democratic Republic of the Congo in a 16-possession game. A 40-year-old Lithuanian farmer, when DK Metcalf lines up across from him, out wide with no safety help over the top. Jimmy Garoppolo trying to move the ball downfield, throwing to a bunch of pizza chefs and tour guides. Nick Bosa recording his 26th sack of the first half against Niger.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill taking back the opening kickoff against Israel, and it shows the field exploding because of the war that's happening there.
Nice.
Palestine watching Josh Allen throw bombs all over the opponent.
Okay.
Don't worry, we got more. Mac Jones throwing for 873 yards, 13 touchdowns, 0 interceptions against Northern Macedonia. Mike Tomlin, after he asked why the USA ran up the score and beat Brazil 112-0. Eli Apple defending a Swedish dental assistant. Jamar went light up against a taxi driver from Brazil.
Okay.
Jalen Waddle lined up against the best defensive back from Indonesia. The Australian Plumbers seeing Anthony Richardson take off at 4.4 speed after triple teaming Tyreek Hill. And then one of my favorites, Jalen Ramsey hitting the seatbelt after locking down a German train conductor. So the meme is the United States has a professional football team where it is their jobs to play football. Other countries, football is not big in those said countries. So they literally are going to be taking non-professional athletes to form an Olympic team. Mm-hmm. So it's like here some company or country from Africa is recruiting some team of all of these random people that are pretty athletic that made their country's flag football team. And then they got to line up against DK Metcalf. Or
honestly, this is exactly like where my mind went. I'm like, oh, not necessarily that everybody else is going to be bad, but like, the NFL players are going to be too sweaty. But no,
that's the thing. Yeah.
The Lithuanian baker just getting absolutely torched.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo dotting up the fucking pizza chefs. Some fun fucking from Italy when it's USA versus Italy.
Yep.
Jamar Chase cooking the cornerback that was a former taxi driver in Brazil.
Yep. What the fuck?
So, because they're going to have to throw together some team of the America's been waiting for this since 1776.
Mm-hmm. You're born for this, really.
Yeah. So, what does this do for football? Well, first of all, now other countries finally actually have a reason to give a shit about American football.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
So, while they've always had the entertainment factor of being able to watch football, they never had any intentions on playing or anything because nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere near as big in those countries as it is here in the U.S. of A. So now that they have a spot in the Olympics, people are now going to begin training for it and start involving some time into it. You're going to have young people that were never introduced to this sport being introduced to it and being passionate about it. They're going to love it. They're going to enjoy it. And they're going to want to take their game to the next level. So this is quite literally opening up the entire world to a sport that's really only popular here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Now no longer is football just something that you might see on the American TV once in a while, but actually something that you can legitimately invest in and maybe make something happen So, and you start by doing that with flag football. You got to start somewhere. If people don't know how to play football, you don't just throw them into pads and say, good luck, gorgeous.
GL.
You got to give them a bridge to walk across that big gap.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the fuck?
I think it's going to be huge. It has a possibility to absolutely revolutionize football. If other countries got into football the same way America does, that would be huge. Do I think it's actually going to? I don't know. We'll see. It's probably not going to do a whole lot for it, but it could, is all that I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, every time I've heard somebody saying that, it just, like, blows my mind. They're like, man, it's going to fucking revolutionize the sport. It's going to be fucking, it's going to make it... I'm like, straight weight male, whatever. Football, man, football's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
But the international thing is definitely something I wasn't really thinking of.
Yeah, no, internationally, it's not. It's not. It's probably viewed the same way like the United States views soccer. Like everyone's like, fuck soccer. Soccer's gay, except soccer people. But there's people that absolutely love football. That there's people that don't know anything about football that still enjoy watching it. I don't really know too many people that just casually watch soccer or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's not like look at that, it's Thanksgiving.
We'll just randomly turn on the soccer game. Like nobody talks like that here, but everywhere else on the planet they do.
Yeah.
So everybody here, I feel like that likes soccer is pretty invested in it. There's not people that like half-ass like soccer. It's either they love it or they hate it kind of thing.
Right.
But everywhere else on the planet, they fucking obsessively watch over it. So it's pretty.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's pretty big there. So hopefully this opens the door up a little bit, and does a lot for the sport. So we shall see. But there's some good memes out there.
Hell
I still
yeah.
love that. Joey Bosa getting his 26th sack in the first half.
Yeah. That's fucking
People
crazy.
don't even do that in a season.
No, man, it's a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But I will say it does not come to the Olympics until like 2028. It is quite a ways away still.
Yeah. But the fact they're even talking about it is a step in the right direction,
Well,
hell yeah.
But it is happening, like it's confirmed. So,
okay, yeah.
They're not, because there's an Olympics next year in 2024. It's not going to be in those Olympics. It's going to be in the 2028 ones when the Olympics come back.
Right, gives people time to prep and all that shit.
Yeah, you can just drop this announcement and try to get a team together in
In
8 months.
a couple months or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, something that takes years for people to train for. So, but they're always adding new sports and stuff to the Olympics, so it could have a pretty small, if not little, effect on the sport. But hoping it opens up the eyes a lot more there. So, side note, people at my work were like, "Where's it going to be at in the United States?" And I was joking. I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, okay.
Yeah.
Just believe me.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, you really think the Olympics, one of the most famous things in the history of humanity, is just going to be
the
downtown?
world of ever. Yeah.
You fucking cunts. He just like nods his head. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, shit.
The Olympics? The
you
Olympics
okay?
is like bigger than the Super Bowl by a long shot.
Uh-huh. Might be one of the biggest traditions ever, maybe.
Ever. Yeah.
Sports traditions or whatever you want to call it.
I would say
Athletics.
culture.
Culture,
you're
yeah.
starting to touch culture here. You ain't just talking about specific athletics anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, yeah, just wanted to touch base on that. Also, now that softball season is finally over, speaking of sports, I have now picked up an extra day in the gym to work out with your brother and our baby cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, nothing gets me more motivated to go work out than when they try to bail.
Them being gay.
So, like, I'm sitting there half asleep, about to fall asleep with Ozzy. And then our little cousin is like, I said, yo, guys, I'm getting kind of CP, LOL.
Mm-hmm.
And then our little cousin's like, same. Well, what's the plan then? We're just not going to go? Bam. Already in my car driving down the road.
Yeah.
Should we take today off? I'm kind of sore still in my car.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Thank you. Thanks for bitching.
Like, oh, here you go.
Okay. Pulling a bird, I see.
Sounds about right. I believe you.
I'm also getting incredibly tired of your brother consistently telling me how sore he isn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude, my fucking chest is sore as shit. I'm not sore. Man, my legs are sore. I'm not sore. Finally, I am like, okay, I'm going to call a spade here. Send him to Google. Why are my muscles not sore after a workout? If your muscles are not sore, that means you are not pushing yourself hard enough.
Yeah.
And he's like, false.
I remember being dead for like a whole ass fucking week.
Yeah, from carrying your clothes down the steps in a laundry basket.
It's bad.
I don't know why your brother's not sore. I wonder if he actually is sore and he's just trying to do like this tough guy thing.
That sounds like something he would do.
I'm a fucking unit. That sounds like something you would fucking do too.
Yeah.
You're either going to tell everybody how sore you are or how sore you're not. That's how you are when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Bert likes to say he doesn't know what his name is and he's not that drunk. Those are the two things he always says.
Yep. Unpredictable. What can I say?
And then he proceeds to drink a little bit more and then will puke in 15 minutes and then start to say his drinks have more alcohol in it.
Yeah.
It's like, true, Bert, your drinks do have more alcohol in it, but that guy across from you has had 30 of his while you've had 1.5 of yours.
Yeah.
And his 30 is higher than yours. And here comes number 31.
Oh, surprise.
So, anyways.
Yeah.
So last week was our first 3-day week. And our cousin comes up with every fucking excuse you can think of not to work out or do certain lifts.
Mm-hmm.
And finally we decided to do legs because I'm not a leg boy. Daddy likes to get under that bench there and give her the beans.
Yeah.
So finally we're doing legs, and he says, I'm not doing legs. I just ran a mile. And I'm like...
Oh, it's like our buddy with the skiing thing.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, man, I forgot all about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We call him that name all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, I ran a mile. And I'm like, I ran a mile too, and it was 9 minutes faster than your mile. And they're like, yeah, you're crazy for doing legs and running in the same day. And I'm like, that's normal. Like, I get it if you're out of shape and stuff like that, but are you kidding me? Running, doing cardio, and then doing your legs? What?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also like...
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, cardio is more like a...
It's very different.
Stamina thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you'd call it. It's not like a strain on your...
Yeah, it's cardio.
Unless you're going
cardio is
insane.
cardio. It's your endurance. Well, leg lifts are leg workouts are like muscle workouts. There's a difference. But anyways, I was like, guys, I've been coming here since high school. Okay, high school. I graduated with my master's degree like 4 fucking years ago. Okay, I've been coming here for a long time. You guys have been coming here for 2 months. Can you not tell me how to do my workouts?
Please.
If you want to do your own thing, that's fine. And then like your brother's like, I don't want to lose weight. I'm like, wow, that is the most fucking telltale sign of rationalization I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I don't want to lose weight. I just want to gain muscle. I don't want to. He goes, I wouldn't look good skinny. I don't have a good build. And I'm like, you are your brother's brother. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
The way you guys
he's worse. He's worse than me.
You think so?
I know I'm extremely bad, and I'm not saying mine's like not bad, but he's like, he'll do it with everything. The thing is, maybe it's just things you're uncomfortable with. Maybe it's like I was going to get us tickets when he was.
Point. That's the point.
Yeah,
that's the rationalization.
I think it's
part.
just. Yeah, I think there's maybe. I don't know what it is. Here, I'll explain it to you, and you tell me if it's the same or not.
Okay. Or
maybe not if it's the same. I don't know. Just what your thought. What do you think?
He came
here. Yeah. So just like you're coming here. Fuck. He came here like a month or two ago or whatever, and we were hanging out. And before he came here, I was trying to plan shit with him, like I am with you now. And he's like, and I'm like, dude, how about we go to see this band? It's a band we fucking listen to all the time. I know he likes them. And then he's like thinking about it, and he's like, trying to find reasons to not want to go. Mm-hmm. And you can't say it's, because I want to sit home. See, because for me, sometimes maybe I'll say, I don't really want to. Like the guys invited me to go play this weekend. I'm like, I'd rather watch UFC. And
they invited you to go play?
Yeah.
Is that what they said?
No.
Hey, Bert,
to, like,
you want to go
play?
Outside? You want to play outside?
Yeah, they wanted me to play outside.
Yeah, these motherfuckers keep asking you to do things that you don't like to do, I've noticed.
I
Such as have sex with women.
Yeah.
But no, the amount of hikes and shit, and I'm like, Bert likes the outdoors, but you guys are really pushing the fucking limit here with this guy. He's going to stop talking to you pretty soon. You better be careful. You're going to be like his friends when they keep asking him to play PC games he doesn't want to play.
Yeah, like, I'm all set. No, they wanted to go on a fucking hike. I went on a hike that I got like a mile, like 1.7 miles up a hill, and it was death. It was like climbing stairs for 2 hours. My shit was fucked. I was crying and everything. Not actually, but basically. And then they invited me on a hike yesterday.
Again. That
was 10 miles. I'm like, I would have, no. Like, come on, man, you can do it. I'm like, no. I would do it if I was with people that don't do it all the time and are tolerable of having a slow pussy in the back. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
but like,
also,
I'm not going to lag people back. I don't know.
That stuff's like not as fun for you. Like, it is for a bit, but then after a while, it's like, okay, guys, like, can we?
Once I heard I could just drive to the top of a mountain and get amazing views, I'm like,
yeah, like
that's good enough for me.
I don't need the exercise part. I'm like the same kind of way. Like, I like the exercise, but when I'm miserable the entire time, it's all about the climb burger. No, I mean, if I'm being miserable, it's definitely not fucking. You even go to
some of them are running,
and I'm like,
Murphy.
There must be boobies up here because there's this. You get there, and then I'm gonna just be like, yeah, well, this isn't fun. Yeah, wow, great view. Glad I just fucking wasted all that time there.
Yeah.
Coming, like this better be some amazing view. You see it? Is it amazing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not for
2 hours of hell.
Not for what I did. But yeah, no, I was wondering when that was going to happen, when you were going to fucking grow some balls and say, no, I don't really want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Like, the big thing is I wanted to experience the whole thing, and then.
Oh, it's one of those things, though, like when you've seen it, though, right? Like, I don't need to do it again.
Yeah, I definitely don't need to do it again. Now, they had a cool thing. There was, like, lakes and shit where they were going to hike. I'm like, that's kind of cool. But.
Kinda. Wow, yeah. I get to see some water on this hike.
I'm like, I've seen water before, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I've seen water before.
I know you think I'm a fucking hella verge.
Yeah, which I am, but
I've seen water before.
Yeah. Basically. But no, my brother, he'll just like fucking to get back to stuff.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where
he does that shit all the time. I wouldn't really want to see it. I'm like, you have nothing to come back to. It's like, okay, you're not staying home to play video games. You're literally just staying home to stay home. Like, you came here to do things, and I'm presenting you an opportunity to do things. It's even more of a hardcore concert, and I'm like, I got a seat, or I didn't get a seat, but I found a seats for fucking high up, so we're not in a big mosh pit or anything. It's like just finding so many reasons to not do it. It's just like being scared to fucking, I don't know. It's like whenever we go to restaurants or stores or whatever, and it's just me and him, I'm the one who has to talk for the group. Mm-hmm. He's like,
you guys are so fucking terrible to go out to eat. The waitress will be like, all right, who wants to start us off? And everyone just looks at each other.
Yeah.
All the time. All the time.
She's sitting there like, okay, you get to go first.
Yeah. And I will like purposely be like, I'm not going to talk until they do. Like, I am purposely going out of my way.
Mm-hmm. Fuck this.
It's fucking gay. But yeah, so I mean, his thing is like, I don't want to lose weight because I wouldn't look good thin. Really?
That's kind of weird.
That is your excuse. I'm not just talking about him. I'm talking about other people that do this kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a point where you can, I guess, like lose too much.
Yeah, and become anorexic.
Yeah,
again, that's an outlier. We're not talking about that.
Exactly.
We're talking about the norm. Anybody would look amazing if they toned up, lost some fucking fat, and ended up being a healthy person. That is not your brother by any means.
Yeah.
The fact that he's still alive is a miracle.
Yeah, I know. That motherfucker's worse than I am with takeout. That's saying
something. So it's just like,
it's bad.
Oh, I don't want to. Okay, all you're saying is you don't want to put the effort in to lose weight. That's all you want. That's all you're saying. Don't sit here and tell me you don't want to lose weight because you'll look bad with it. I've never heard that excuse before.
Yeah, that's a good rationalization or whatever
you're like. I could sit here and say I wouldn't look good under a certain weight, which is true, but I got a long ways to go before I hit that certain weight.
Before that happens, yeah.
So if that is your concern, then you could honestly lose weight all the way up to the point to where it's too much, and then you stop. Then you start just maintaining it. So it's just the logic isn't there. So yeah, it's definitely a Bert thing. It's definitely in that family.
Yeah, it's cringe.
But the whole reason why I brought this up is we did legs for the first time, and I have a theory, and I think we've talked about this before, but I have a theory that everybody that says legs is where it's at, oh, I love squats, oh, I love leg press or extensions or curls or calf raises and things like that. I don't do upper body. I just do lower body. People that say that are people that can't lift a lot of weight.
Yeah.
In all the other
so then
departments.
So then it's showing off with the thing that everybody has, which is leg muscles.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody, for the most part.
I think I remember flexing that, and you're like,
yeah,
your little brother could do that. I'm like, oh shit.
Anybody can go and lift 300 pounds on a leg machine. I remember being in middle school, and I was leg pressing 360 pounds, and I thought I was so fucking cool. I thought I was so cool. But, truth of the matter is, a lot of people can just go and lift that. Your legs can lift a lot of weight. Your lower body is a lot stronger than your upper body. By a long shot. But
yeah, I mean, it's just carrying you around all fucking day.
Yeah, but
it's picking up quite a bit all the time.
People will compare their bicep, their tricep, their chest, their ab, their back workouts to their leg workouts, or vice versa. So, I can only curl 120 pounds before it starts getting too heavy, but I can leg press 500 pounds. 500 sounds a lot better than 90 pounds, so I'm just going to focus on putting up quote-unquote big weight. However, my point is, it's lower bodies. It's not 1-to-1. 500 on leg press might be 150 on the bench press. I don't know. I don't know the exact formula, but it's not the same. For me, I can bench over 300 pounds. The most I've ever lifted was 325. Thursday, first time I've done legs in so long. I did 518 pounds, 3 sets of 10.
Yeah. Yep.
First time I've done that, maybe, besides a couple random times, years. And I've been bench training multiple times a week for years. And the most I've ever gotten was 325, and here I am literally getting off the couch and lifting over 500 pounds with my legs.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So, yeah, the point I'm saying is...
Actually, no, Bert, it's not crazy. It's average.
Yeah, that's the thing, Bert. That is the norm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the thing that I've noticed, though, is people that want to stress the legs and do the legs are people that just can't fucking
have
lift
issues
anything.
In other departments.
They can't lift, so they got to compensate. It's like having a small Peter, so you drive a big truck.
Yeah. Yep.
It looks a lot more than it really is. But there are people that legitimately work their legs too, and they do like to work their legs like I like to work my bench or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But those people,
that are hitting
those people are few and far between. Yeah, they're few and far between. Those are people that don't exist much. Most people that are like, oh, I like legs more, are just people that like to see them big weights move around, when in reality, it's pretty normal or under what you should be doing.
Yeah.
And then the leg press, I'm sure you remember it from Planet Fitness. It's the one where you sit like in a chair that's angled on the ground.
Incline.
You're literally like sitting on the floor, and you put your feet above your head on this platform, and then you press it. Yeah. And I was telling my buddy, I'm like, yeah, it's just insane how I can do all this weight. Like, you know, I curl like 50 pounds dumbbells, but here I am doing over 500 pounds. And he goes, well, actually, it's at a 45-degree angle. So because it's at an angle, you're actually not having as much force on it. So if you're actually lifting 500 pounds, you're probably actually lifting like 400 pounds.
Ah, I see.
Huh. Well, it's still a lot of fucking force.
Yeah.
Whether it's the exact number or not. And also, dickhead.
It's like 5 times bigger than the other one.
Yeah. Also, that's just how workouts are. Like, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Like, nobody ever said it was the exact same thing. And they're like two fucking engineer idiots, too, because another guy was saying, like, he was trying to do all the math in his head about it. I'm like, can you just lift it? Yeah, can you just lift it?
Yeah,
he's like, well, it's a lot different to push a boulder uphill versus just lifting a boulder above your head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, but in order to do either of those things, you're using completely different muscles as well. Like, what kind of example?
In order to do
that?
it, you have to actually do it.
Yeah, if you're going to lift a boulder above your head, that's going to be a lot of upper body. But this is, but to push it up a hill, you just got to lean into it and use your ass.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck? Yeah, I get it's different. So, but yeah, I mean, and then they get all technical with it. I'm like, yeah, just lift it, pussy.
Yeah. Shut up.
Maybe that's smart people, too. They can't... Maybe smart people are people that can't do upper or lower, so then they just try to flex on you with their brain.
They just sit there on the bench. Wait a minute. They're telling you stuff, and then they stand up. Mm-hmm. Wait, you never picked it up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Technically, you didn't do that. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Or it's like my brother, because it's a Smith machine, it technically doesn't really matter.
Yeah. It doesn't do
doing anything. Yeah, that was his longest protest forever. I'm like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's lazy. So he would say that because he didn't want to go to the gym, and he would cover it up by saying they're Smith machines. I don't want to work out on those. Or I would look bad, so I'm not going to lose weight. I'm not going to diet. Really? That is your excuse?
Mm-hmm.
So the only time people can say I don't want to lose weight is if they look like our cousin, who's 150 pounds. And needs to gain weight. Or Carson from Survivor last year, where he put on 30 pounds because he was fucking skin and bones. Mm-hmm. Those are the people that should say, I don't want to lose weight. Not your brother who weighs over 220 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different story.
I'm literally running on the treadmill. I hit my mile mark. I'm gassed. I hit the walk button. I'm fucking can't breathe and all of this shit. And your brother's looking at me like, what are we doing today? While he's walking at 1/10 of a mile an hour.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Sounds about right.
He starts incline walking on the treadmill. My knee hurts. Your knee has hurt since you've started working out, dude. It's never gone away. There's other cardio you can do that's better on your knee. And also, the whole people that do leg lifts, Bert, because they can't lift anything else. I think people that walk on treadmills are people that are just trying to get in an excuse of skipping out on cardio.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. The reason why I know that is because that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I would lie to myself.
That's what I do, too. I mean, the thing...
This is a good workout. Now, let me say, it is better. I'm not saying it's worthless.
Wasn't that stupid shit that fucking Blake was trying to tell us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
just
very
as
helpful.
Good or something.
But Blake also did it maybe multiple times a day, but he did it every single day.
You're also probably developing different stuff.
He did it every day.
It's like me. Yeah, me walking like that isn't going to help me with my stamina or my breath or not getting gas
unless you do it consistently.
Yeah.
So just randomly doing an incline one day on a walk isn't going to do anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
So when people are walking and doing the incline walk, it's probably because they're trying to lie to themselves, like, oh, at least I'm getting into the gym and getting some exercise. Yeah, that's good. That's good to think like that. It really is. However, if every time you do that, there's no more, at least I'm doing this anymore. No, like, you're here. You're just doing the bare minimum now at this point.
Right.
If you're going to walk like that, if you're going to do that non-invasive workout, that's totally fine. It is good for you. It is helpful. However, doing it once or twice a week ain't going to do a whole much for you if you're not fucking walking any other day. If your brother's going from 300 steps on Sunday to 10,000 steps on Monday, 300 on Tuesday and Wednesday, 8,000 on Thursday, and then combines 30 total fucking steps over the next 4 days, that's not doing anything for him.
No.
It's literally a waste of time at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've noticed with these leg lifts. People are just, they dive into certain elements because they're like, don't look at my PP. It's too small.
Mm-hmm.
Please small.
No. Please
don't,
no.
Don't look at PP. Speaking of PPs.
Lord.
I got another good one for you. This will be a short one, and then I'll let you bring up one of the many topics you brought in.
Oh, of course.
I had a dream the other day about a girl from work.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
She's very gay.
Mm-hmm.
In real life, not in my dream.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened, but in the dream, she had a penis fall out of her shorts.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Don't know.
Right out of her shorts.
I don't know if she was like taking her sweatpants off, and you know how people have shorts on underneath their sweatpants?
Mm-hmm.
Like she was just taking her sweatpants off, and penis just popped out. Literally, Peter just popped out, went right back in her shorts. And I, I look up to the ceiling or to the side, like I didn't see fucking anything. And I remember she gave me like a concerned look on my face, like, I know you saw it. And
I see.
She's like, I know you saw it. And she like held her hand out like, now I want you to know this ain't by choice. Like, I'm not transgender. I'm a hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
Hermaphrodite. Is that how you say it? How do you say it? I don't even know how to say it because of that stupid meme now.
Oh my god.
Hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite. Okay. She was hermaphrodite. She was a hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a...
Well, that means you gotta see her Coooooochachacha.
Her Coooochachacha.
I got halfway through that. I'm like, I don't want to finish this.
I mean...
So...
It means they have both. So, she goes, I ain't... Like, and I want you to remember, like, she's looking at me dead serious. Like, don't go spreading rumors about me now. I'm not a tranny.
Mm-hmm.
I was never just a man. I'm a hermaphrodite.
Yeah. I swing both ways. And I got things that swing.
Yeah, I have both.
Ways.
So,
yes,
that was my dream, though, where I'm like, okay, no, you good, cut. My bad, my fault.
My fault. Yeah. Okay, I saw it. Okay.
Yeah, I just remember her like, don't think I'm a tranny. I have both.
Yeah.
I didn't choose this.
That's insane.
I didn't get this glued on.
No.
This was here when I came here.
Homemade.
Yeah. This is all natural.
Right. Yeah, there you
go. That was about the dream.
Yeah.
That was it. Sorry, PP.
Fuck.
She knows I saw it, and then she's like, hey, I'm a herm.
That's a wild one.
I'm like, oh, that's fine.
That's
fine.
But yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine. Shit, I hope so.
Thanks for giving me permission, Bert, to tell me my thing is fine.
Yeah. Usually whenever I say it's fine, I'm pissed off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah. No.
That's when all the stupid shit comes out.
Yeah. That's fine. I know it's fine. I don't need your fucking permission to tell me that it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my girlfriend will go hang out. Bert goes, that's fine.
Yeah.
Is it? Thanks. Glad we had to fucking check in on your ass.
Thanks.
Hey, can me and my woman hang out? Yeah, that's fine. Cool, thanks.
I guess so. Yeah. Fuck.
Fucking jackass.
Dink.
All right, so what's been going on in Bert's neck of the woods?
I've actually
50 minutes in, so
I've got a pretty silly one. I think
doubt.
you should enjoy this one.
TETRI.
So,
enter.
So what happens is I have to pee so bad, but it's okay. My cousin does this every week.
If I'm brave, you have to be brave.
Exactly. My shit's gonna be fucking purple by the end of the episode. That's weird. So where was I?
Probably doing something with your work buddies.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at a meme or something. Oh, I was listening to a podcast. And what they were talking about, this was an old podcast because they're like me, pieces of shit, and they don't release their shit on time. But at least I released the podcast on time. But these guys don't even fucking do that right, so I'm pissed. So whatever, I'm listening to the backlog of shit, and they're caught up to the point where they just had the Snapchat AI come out.
Oh,
and
damn.
You remember that? The good old days?
Yeah,
wow.
I
see that little fucker. Dude, I have this stupid shit where I go, you're always at the top of my list because I don't talk to anybody else. Mm-hmm. And I go to click on your name, and then there's like a notification. It's like, oh my God, get Spotify. Or I don't even, Snapchat Plus. Why do I keep saying Spotify? What the fuck? Get Snapchat Plus. And then I click on the AI, and I'm like, you better fucking go away, dude. Mm-hmm. But whatever, that's cringe. I hit him all the fucking time. But
did you get the Snapchat Plus?
Weird. Oh, fuck no.
I was gonna say, I think that's the only way to make that little fucker go away.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's
if
so
I had
fucked.
dumb money, I'm like, I would literally buy Snapchat Plus just so I don't have to look at your idiot ass ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so stupid. They just give you this parasite, and they're like, hey, you get this? Isn't he so cool? And then they're also like, hey, yeah, you're going to have to pay to get rid of him. Sorry, we just couldn't think of any other way to do this. Oopsie.
Oh, no, they thought exactly of how they wanted to do it. They just, this was calculated.
This annoying little idiot's on here all the time. I asked him something the other day that was pretty cool. I asked him how to make an egg without butter, oil, and it didn't help. So that was cool.
What do you mean? How do you make an egg without oil? What's different?
I just don't want it to stick to the pan.
Well, you make it the exact same way. You just...
Well, I'm thinking of substitutes for butter and or oil.
Oh, that's a different question.
Non-stick.
See, that's probably why they didn't fucking answer it, because they're like, this is a fucking stupid question. The process doesn't change.
Yeah, true. So then I ended up just not doing that because it was fucked up. And then because I got a carton of eggs and I didn't get butter or anything to fry them with. So I'm just being stupid. And so what I've been doing for my cute little 0 point snacks is making boiled eggs, which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sustainable.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just like, I'm hungry, and it's breakfast time to fucking pop an egg in.
Sustainable.
Get on my way to work. Yeah, they're gross.
Yep.
And they make my breaths, they make my burps ucky. But,
I don't like this story.
Yeah, well, you're gonna in a second.
Story's not funny. Change it.
So, remember when we were like, oh man, and then we had to cut it out of the episode because we found out it was illegal or something?
I don't think you should put that in there either, but yeah.
Of hacking the AI or whatever. So, yeah, so these guys, what they ended up talking about on their podcast.
Warning, this is extremely illegal. I do not condone anybody to do this. I'm reading it. As Bert's like, okay, what'd you say I type now?
What's the next step?
I don't know.
Shit. Like, Bert, you have to delete all this. I'm like, man. That was so fucking dumb. But these guys just figured out about it. So they're like, oh man, you figured out you could break the AI and have it do bad shit. So what they were doing is they tried to get the AI, one of the tricks that this guy did or whatever. It's like, ours was like, name yourself Dan or pretend you have an alter ego Dan, and Dan doesn't have to follow by Snapchat's rules. Mm-hmm. That was like the way that, whatever it is. It was stupid. It was something stupid like that. Mm-hmm. So they did that and they were doing tests. And one of them was, have you ever heard of H.P. Lovecraft?
Yeah. Is that
It's like he's like a author, storyteller, whatever. And he has, I always thought the stuff was super fucking cool. It's like the Cthulhu, alien, eldritch horror, the gigantic octopus monster thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to say anime, so I guess that kind of makes sense, like the weird-ass monster things.
Yeah. Yeah, I might throw I explained it as well as a picture would, so... Yeah, 1,000 words right there. Hey, check it out. Cringe. So what they did, one of their tests were...
Seepy.
So what ended up happening is this H.P. Lovecraft dude, he writes all these stories, but he had some funny things, some weird coincidences where it was kind of like, have you heard about Harry Potter? The bankers have like a lot of weird Jewish traits. Like, that's funny. All of the goblins are bankers, and they all really like money, and they have big noses, and blah, blah, blah. Just all this terrible shit.
So stupid.
So,
I have to ask my lady if she's heard of that.
Yeah. Shit, you know about that?
She's like,
you know what's her name's racist? What the hell? So H.P. Lovecraft would do that, but he did it for, like, black people all the time.
Okay.
He was hella racist.
I was going to say, he sounds kind of racist.
Yeah, he's bad. And there's like this meme where I think I might have maybe spoiled it a little bit, but not really. So you could, if you got Google up right there, you can Google what H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name is.
Cat?
Yeah, say like H.P. Lovecraft cat name.
H.P. Lovecraft. Well, he definitely does not do anime.
No, it's like very dark horror kind of stuff.
All right, his cat's... Oh, wow.
Yeah, and supposedly, I think that's in his books. Or maybe that's the... Maybe that's... It says the short answer to why his cat... Oh, this is his real-life cat. To why his cat was named the racial slur. By the way, it's the really bad one that me and Burger aren't allowed to use. Yep. And then man at the end.
Yeah.
And it says that H.P. Lovecraft was racist. His family originally named the cat, and they were all racist too. So, I guess his cat in real life.
Was his real name like just like Don?
John or something? Yeah. Carl the cat. Yeah. And then he's like, you know what? I like this one more.
Okay.
I think it might have been. So, yeah, that's just like,
his dog's
that just broke my heart.
Just straight up the Hound.
That's kind of
So I don't think this guy loved cats that much.
No. I mean, honestly, I don't blame the guy, I guess. Take a penny, okay? No,
I definitely do.
I think he's a terrible guy.
I'm not a fan of it, but yeah, I guess if Bert's not up, I mean...
That means it's okay.
He not not my type, man. Boy,
all right, I'm gonna turn it
I
off.
thought this fucker was... This is like 1904 shit.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah, this dude's old.
See, but I loved all this stuff. Like, I thought that stuff was super cool.
What part did you think was cool? Because we just talked about how he named his cat a racial slur. Like, the worst word that you can say on the internet.
Fuck.
And you were like, I love this stuff.
Wait.
This is how you get canceled, idiot. And because we share a brand, I get drawn down too. I don't like that.
Yeah. What I meant to say was, I like his creative, the worlds he makes, I guess. But,
yeah, boy, real
you're no longer
creative
allowed to
there.
like it.
The amount of effort he puts into these names, like that's literally like a middle school like gamer tag that you would see on the Xbox while playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's real creative here, Bert.
Yeah, it is. That's a bad one.
I second that.
But supposedly he I don't know. No, I was like really excited to like start reading some of his books and stuff. And
yeah,
then
you are a racist.
Yeah, and then all my buddies are like, "Bert, you're not allowed to read that stuff because it's racist." So
that's what they said. You're not allowed to read it.
Yeah, they're like, "Bert, you can't fucking read that, dude." Like, what do you mean? They're like, "It's racist." Under their breath, I'm like,
So are we not allowed to talk about the civil rights movement either because there's a lot of racism in it either? I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
It has racist stuff in it. It doesn't mean like you're saying H.P. Lovecraft is a good man. He was a good human being. You're reading his fucking books. Every fucking author that has wrote a book probably has something they've done wrong that we don't agree with in the past. Just because you're reading it doesn't mean that you're supporting those views.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the same thing. Like if you have a certain belief in a religion, you're not allowed to read other texts from other books or things like that. It's like, no, I want to hear what they have to fucking say.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying I agree with them whatsoever. Why can't we just have conversations now? Well, I'm not a big fan of banning something, like doing a blanket statement on
I think it's
on anything.
Yeah, at the very least, you can keep it in the back of your mind. It's like he might have some interesting things to say here.
Well, they also say like those that don't know history are doomed to repeat it. So just to act like none of this shit happened is not good for anybody at all.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, he did some shit that I fucking don't agree with as far as a lot of things go, but that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy different parts of their work. Again, going back to the religious thing, it's just like, I can't listen to any music that talks about God. Nothing.
No.
Everything that does that, I can't listen to it. No thanks.
Cool. Yeah.
So they can't listen to Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley no more.
That's a great one.
Exactly. No, so it's just stupid. So just because you listen to it, it's like, oh, you listen to Hallelujah? You're Christian? I didn't say that. Song bops.
Yeah. It's actually a banger.
Yeah, song's actually really good. It makes me cry.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck?
So, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, it's probably those types of people that are like, if you read a book that's racist, that means you're a racist. No, if you fucking like jerk off to a book that's racist, maybe you're racist at that point.
Mm-hmm. This guy's got some great points.
Yeah, wow, he preaching. He preaching.
What?
Like, if you're saying that, yeah, but I don't think at that point it's the book that's the issue. It's your fucking dumbass that's the issue.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So, what did the Snapchat bot that's H.P. Lovecraft...
Oh, it straight said it.
Oh.
Like, totally said it. The main one's like, I don't know if I can recall that. Recall what you're speaking of. Where it's like, I'm not really, allowed to say that or something. It was something like that. And then the other one's like, just said it, one line, the full name. You know.
You know what it is. We don't got to
like
be
shit.
in the bush.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he definitely sounds like a gentleman I don't want around my wife or anything. Kind of sounds like Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you brought that up, I was thinking of that Schrodinger cat.
His
or whatever.
cat.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Like, do you know his cat's name?
Yeah. No.
No, I don't know the cat's fucking name.
No.
Cool.
Hell no.
Well, speaking of that sounds pretty scary, though.
It really does. Very spoopy.
And speaking of spoopy...
Yo, we got
it's that fucking time again.
It's the time.
It's the B&B draft. Let's go. All right, so...
Oh, God fucking damn it.
Get rid of that fucking ending. I hate that.
We're going to remember that.
Oh. All right, so it was Bert's turn to come up with a topic.
Mm-hmm.
And Bert lost the coin toss and proceeded to be like, good, thank God. I didn't want the first overall pick. So then I'm like, you're getting
Burger's
it.
like tapping me on the shoulder.
Yeah, you might want to get comfortable with it.
Yeah, fuck.
Darn. So, Bert, let them know, what are we drafting today?
So, in the spirit of the Son, the Father, and B&B or something, the spooky Halloween season, we're going to be doing a draft of spooky movies.
There it is.
Oh, my God. And I didn't say it earlier, but we're going to do 4 of them.
Yep, exactly.
Because I don't think I can think of 5, so... Shit.
Yes, sir. So we're going to be drafting spooky movies. So Bert has the first overall pick. What are you drafting with your pick, Bert?
Honestly, I haven't seen a ton of them, so I'm not super cultured with all the classics per se. Mm-hmm. But, oh, God, this seems so gay. This is why I didn't like the first one, right? Because this is like...
to do this, because you have the first overall pick. Like, there is...
Yeah.
Like, you should have had your answer already done by this point in your life.
I know. It's just the thing that sucks is it's like everything is... It's
Bert,
what's it
can
called?
you tell me what it is now? I'm ready.
I'm just gonna do and get fucking yell at. So my number 1 scary movie I'm gonna take. Oh shit! I'm gonna take Midsummer with my first overall pick.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was a good one. You know, spooky. It wasn't actually really spooky. It was very suspenseful. One of those, like the it was well done. Well done. It was great. Really awesome. Great movie.
Cool. Yep. All right.
Not spooky, I couldn't put an actually scary one for my first one. That would just be fucking stupid.
As they say in Madden in the draft, reached. Okay.
Yeah.
So for my first overall pick, or my first round draft pick, I'm going to choose the spookiest movie I've ever seen. I always tell everybody this, which is Sinister, starring Ethan
that's
Hawke.
what I wanted. Fucking goddamn it.
The spoopy movie. It's a very, very scary one. It made me very, very uncomfortable, and it gives me the heebie-jeebies just by thinking of it. Christ. So... that is going to be my first rounder. Everybody go check that one out. If you're into spookers, if you're not, then don't you dare even look at it, because you don't get scared.
Spooky.
So yeah, that's going to be my first one. And then I'm going to go ahead and snag a classic here with my back-to-back picks, because me and my girlfriend have been watching all of the classic Halloween movies, not just Halloween with Michael Myers, but Halloween as in spooky movies. Been watching all of the OGs, and a lot of them have been absolutely terrible, but because products of their time, just outdated.
Yeah.
But this one held up pretty well. Had some great spooky imagery. Had a great story that I followed pretty closely and really enjoyed it. And they just had a new one come out. I'm taking The Exorcist #2.
Oh, yeah.
This was a big one. This is one that really revolutionized the horror genre. So I had to take my favorite horror movie, and then I had to take one of the top ones. You go anywhere, you look up top horror movies of all time, Exorcist is always going to be near the top of that list. So those are my 2 picks.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll have to actually try now. Because you fucking... what the fuck? I'm so fucking pissed off I couldn't think of the goddamn name. Got my list, knew it wasn't on it. I'm like, fuck, that's the one I want to take. Fucking Insidious. No, it wasn't Insidious, it was Sinister. That's the other one. Yo, that's what I want to fucking take. The next spookiest movie I could think of other than Sinister. I'm going to take
Did you not do any
second
research? Did you not, like, Google anything?
No, I did.
So then, like,
I couldn't find it on the fucking list I was looking at. It was like fucking top 200 best fucking spooky movies. It wasn't on there.
But I figured
Sinister wasn't on there.
You should have more of a productive list.
Oh, I got plenty.
Okay, it just took you. You just didn't choose anything.
Yeah, because they were all bad, and I didn't have Sinister on there.
So you should have the number one overall pick, Bert, before we even start recording.
Yeah, true. Yeah, honestly, I didn't go that bananas.
I see that.
Yeah, and I kind of shit the bed.
Okay, Insidious. Thought that one was pretty mid.
That one scared me. I didn't like that one.
People liked that one, but I thought it was kind of mid.
Yeah. Now this one, I remember really liking this one. This one was pretty clever. This is one that you just randomly fucking, I came over and you're like, yo, we're gonna watch a spooker, Bert. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. For my third, I'm gonna take Malignant.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the one with the... I'm not going to say that in case people actually use this list to
that's our
celebrate
suggestion.
The season. Yeah, that one's fucking crazy.
Anybody ask us what our booby time is, Bert and I say
that one's fucking wild.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Yeah, that one's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for my last two picks, number 3, I'm going to take The Conjuring. I think The Conjuring is starting to become one of, like, a modern day classic kind of thing. So, and I feel like The Conjuring was a pretty big turning point in horror storytelling, where it was more cinematic and shit like that, rather than just jump scares and a crazy killer running around doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot more storytelling behind this one, so and a lot of people like it, and I do too. It's a spoopy one, so I'm gonna choose that one with my number 3 pick, and then wrapping everything up.
Don't do it.
I could go in a lot of different directions here.
If you do it,
there's some easy ones that I could take that could maybe give me some fan points, but I'm going to take a different direction and go off of that storytelling one, and I'm going to wrap my list up with Hereditary. This is another horror movie that is a big modern-day classic, so this is one that I liked it. It was spoopy. It kind of had that Midsummer feel to it, Bert, but more horror-y.
Yeah.
And was quite enjoyable. So I'm going to snag Hereditary while it's still out there.
All right. Well, I got to say, I'm going to be honest. My research was a little shitty. I didn't really believe in myself that I would really know that many of these spookers, but I got a good little list here. And boy, this one right here, just barely saw this one on the corner of my eye. There's so many more that I wanted to take. Boy, and I'm going to feel bad for not taking one of them, but it's going to fucking hopefully Wait, you just used your last one.
Yep,
fuck.
We're done.
Well, shit, she ain't going to make it. Darn. Got to do it. My 4th pick, I'm going to take Terrifier. That movie was fucking insane.
That's a little too indie for me.
Yeah, that one was fucked. I think maybe Insidious being the only mid one, I would suggest all these spooky movies to somebody. Midsommar, Insidious, Malignant, Terrifier. Terrifier was fucking... It was just weird. It was just like nonsense and then spooky. Yeah. Yeah. So, man, I'm just fucking swallowing my spit, boy. This is going to be... I'm going to have a tough night tonight, I tell you what. Fuck.
So what were some of your honorable mentions?
Some of my honorable mentions. I saw this one on a lot of lists, on the fucking millions of lists that I looked at. The Cabin in the Woods was pretty high up there. I also really enjoyed Mandy. I thought Mandy was a really good one. Clever clever, fucked up,
Every
retarded.
single one is one that me and you have seen together.
Yes, sir. I've never watched a scary movie other than like 2 or 3 outside of the ones that we've both seen. Yeah, I'm not a fan, especially by myself. No, thank you. And then the last one, more of a franchise, but the first one was pretty good. Set the everything in motion. Saw.
Fuck! How did we forget about that?
I know, that was a sell. I know. That's the last one I was talking about. I'm like, I'm going to feel bad for forgetting this one.
You chose Terrifier over Saw, you moron.
I
Holy shit, you fucking ass.
Yeah.
Wow. That honestly probably would have been my number one. I completely forgot about Saw.
I know.
I don't know. Yep. Saw's not really horror to me. It's just fucking gory
it's
as
more,
shit.
Yeah. I think we really look at it with a totally different angle.
Yeah, I'm
like, man, I love seeing everything come together. It's very cerebral.
I don't see spooky with Saw. It does not scare anything. It's just gorier than fuck. That's all.
I think there was like 1 or 2 of the movies that they kind of leaned into like jump scary kind of shit, didn't they?
Well, anything can be a jump scare. I mean, there's fucking jump scares in Marvel movies. That doesn't mean it's a horror movie.
No, I know. I was just thinking. I remember they tried mixing it up a little bit at some point, but
Saw would have been my number one, and then I would have chose Sinister. I completely fucking forgot about Saw. Wow, you idiot! You had it down.
Yeah, I would have put that one a bit higher.
You chose the Terrifier. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're a fucking
for scary though. I mean, hey. That's scary.
They're like the same fucking thing. Like, they're just as gory. It's just one has a clown, one has a doll.
Yeah.
The fucking clown and doll kind of look alike, too.
They do a little bit, don't they?
You jackass.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yo, but we come out Five Nights at Freddy's when you come over.
Yo.
It's okay.
Other ones that I had was It. Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. But those, man, I mean, I literally could have just done like Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, Friday the 13th or whatever. Like, I could have just done all of them, but I'm like,
her biggest staples.
I'm like, I really don't like those movies that much. I really don't like the slashers of people just running from somebody with a knife or something. Like, that's not scary. It's stupid. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's tropey. They're not enjoyable. Right. So I'm like, I'm really going to be dishonest to myself here.
Yeah.
So.
That's good, though. I think we both got custom lists.
Yeah. A lot of times I do the fanfare answers, but this one's definitely more my favorite ones. Another one would have been Smile as well, but I thought that was too recency biasy, like when Bert fucking randomly chose Chadwick Boseman on celebrities that passed away. Bert's seen 2 or 3 movies with Chadwick Boseman in it, and he's just like, him.
Yeah.
Out of all the people that have passed away in the history of this planet, he put Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman wasn't even a fucking big actor when he was alive. Like, he wasn't like fucking like Tom Cruise or anything like that. He's an actor that a lot of people liked, but that was it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to have a recency biasy thing. But from 1 to 4, my list is Sinister, The Exorcist, The Conjuring, and Hereditary.
Okay. Now mine 1 to 4, I got Midsommar, Insidious, Malignant, and Terrifier. Arg, spooky.
So let us know which ones you think are the spookiest by not voting. Don't vote in the Discord. Don't vote on Spotify. We do not care. So,
don't care.
I don't even know how you do these anymore. Bert doesn't make these into TikToks either. So
soon enough.
One last spooky thing I want to talk about before we wrap it up is this little furniture store adventure that I had.
Oh, fuck.
That you literally called a shithole on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, I was waiting for you to be like, it's actually my girlfriend's mom's house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
Yep. So, me and my lady the other day were resale shopping. We are moving into an apartment here in the next month or 2. and we're looking at furniture because she comes into my house that I pay for, and she goes and looks at everything around and says, this ain't coming, this is staying here, this is going in the garbage, no, we're getting a new one of these, and na. She don't like my bobbleheads, she don't like my Elvis pictures, she's just going to tell me what to do here. So, of course, naturally, we're looking for a couch, so we're going around and looking at all of these places that sell couches. And there happened to be a resale furniture store down the road from us. And Bert has an idea of where this is at, I believe.
Yeah.
And,
no, I've actually been in there.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Did it look like that when you were there?
Nope. I think maybe when I was maybe 15, I went in there.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Back when it was in its former glory.
Yeah, I go there with my lady, and I actually see something that's like perfect for the guest room that we're gonna have, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, looks kind of old, and I don't know, it's kind of gross. I sit down in it to see if it's comfy, and then I see my girlfriend walk by, and she points at a couch, and I look at it, and I'm like, looks gross. It looks all like wrinkly. Like it looks like it's loose. Like none of the fabric's tight. Like it looks like you could literally like fold the couch over on top of you and have a blanket, like a beanbag or something. I don't want that. And then I get up and I start looking around, and I'm looking at all of this furniture, and I'm like, they should fucking throw this shit away. What is this?
Somebody needs to throw a cigarette in here.
Yeah, literally. Like probably some of them had cigarette burns and shit in them. They're trying to sell them for $200 still. I'm like, gosh, this place kind of fucking sucks. They're selling entertainment center still. Holy 90s! Like what the fuck? An entertainment center?
That's ridiculous.
Those things that weigh like 900 pounds that held your TV and fucking CDs and shit.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
They were selling them still, and then all of a sudden, my girlfriend looks up kind of creepily and then walks away. And then I look up, and like the entire fucking ceiling's like ripped out.
What the fuck?
Like they got like those office tiles or those school tiles that you could push up on and like move over. They're gone. There's just holes in the ceiling with all that insulation just like dripping down.
They sold those.
Yeah, they needed money to keep the lights on, I guess. And then I look at the fucking carpet, and it's just stained with all of this shit. And I shit you not, they literally had like a paint pail on the ground because water was leaking from the ceiling.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
what the hell?
What the hell? And they had some random ass kid that was running around. I'm like, you should be wearing a mask, honey. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, fucking, yeah, what's that, asbestos in here?
Yeah.
Asbestos poke.
And the owner, the husband and wives, the mom and dads, whatever, they look like they manage a trailer park. And they're just selling, like, leftover furniture that they had in their trailers, and they're just like, get about $250 out of this fucking thing still. Just flip the cushion over. They won't see the cum.
Exactly.
And
what the hell?
And then I'm like, this might be like one of the worst places I've ever been in. We're walking out, and the guy's like, don't see nothing you can live without, huh? Oh.
Hell no.
Sure don't.
Nope.
Keep that shit.
Fuck that.
I'm good. And we tried to go there last week, but there was literally like a fucking cardboard cutout that said closed, family emergency or something. I bet you it was the fucking kid breathing in black mold or something.
Yeah.
Fucking
poor bastard.
Had mom and dad come look at the store that they opened up and got COVID in there. Like that's probably where COVID started, was this shitty goddamn furniture store.
Might have been. That's
Holy
terrible.
Shit, yeah. Like what a dive.
Fucking shit.
I literally sent a video in the cousin chat, and Bert goes, looks like a shithole.
Yeah,
thanks,
fuck
Bert.
this place. It's like, I couldn't tell.
Did you cover your mouth when you went in there, Burger?
Yeah, please.
I don't think you should be breathing that shit in.
I think you're staying home this week.
Looked like scorn in there.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, so don't go there. Not a fan. Don't want to buy nothing from there. Can you imagine actually buying shit from there and then like putting it into your house? Fucking something bite your ass in there, dude.
Oh, big time. Mm-hmm.
Shit's living in the cushions.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't a fan of it. And speaking of not a fan, this podcast is now coming to an end for today, guys. So sorry we couldn't be more entertaining. It's Bert's fault. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for chilling with us on this episode of the Bert and Berger podcast, episode 197. We are a handful of weeks away from 200. We have big announcements for 200 that we're excited to tell you about. We're going to keep on working on it. So,
that's so funny. I just realized you didn't talk. You didn't talk about it.
Talk about what, Bert?
Oh, nothing.
There's nothing to talk about. I'm good.
There's nothing. No, sir.
Yeah, I got voted out of my org. I found an idol and got voted out. I had an idol in my pocket and got voted out.
Yeah.
I wondered if you noticed.
He did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, L.
I was hoping you're going to bring it up today.
Nope. Didn't want to talk about it, honestly. I'm good.
Hell no. Don't blame you.
I got Sabaya'd.
Yeah.
From season 45.
Poor Bert.
Could have done
Poor
it,
Burger.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't want to play in orgs anymore. I just keep getting my heart broken. I really like this org, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah. That broke my heart.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for reminding me.
Sorry. You don't even...
Yeah, we're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And like we always say, it's just comedy, so fucking chill, I guess.
Just relax, man.
Yeah, I found
Have
an
some
idol.
Yeah, darn.
I actually found one. Proud of myself for that.
Oh, yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
It's massive, even.
Yeah, so, but, yeah. That wasn't funny, though. That's not the comedy element.
That's not funny.
Yeah, I didn't think that was silly.
No, that was mean.
Yeah, that hurt. They did what we're trying not to do, which is they were actually real. We're just kidding here.
You're trying to be mean.
Yeah, they tried to hurt my daddy's feelings. So, all right, we will see you guys in the next episode, 198. Until then, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you then. What's the next step?
I don't know.
Shit. Like, Bert, you have to delete all this. I'm like, man. That was so fucking dumb.